We were going in the market and buy chicken. Yeah, and inside, if you cut it, their eggs and the liver, and you make them in the morning like breakfast. The eggs, the raw egg, I mean the eggs from the chicken.
My main job was selling eggs. Every Friday, my dad would bring home 30 dozen eggs from the place where he worked. It was called Rancho Los Amigos. Now, in those days, in the morning paper, the price of eggs was listed: small, medium, large, extra large. Then on Saturday morning in my little red wagon, I'd start out. I was about 8 years old when I started this.
You go to the farmer's market and get a chicken, and the chicken would be live and jumping around, and it's tied up by the legs, it would be flapping its wing. Wait for somebody to pass by in the street, we'd ask him to cut off the head.
My grandma had her own chickens, but if I had an extra dozen and I needed to sell it, she'd usually buy it so I could sell out.
Lost his job during the Depression. He had been an engineer on the railroad to a ranch in La Habra, California. There were avocados growing on the ranch, besides also oranges and lemons. But the avocados were fascinating because in those days, people didn't really know too much about avocados. And when my dad was manager of the United Avocado Growers, he had to find a way to get people all over the country to know about avocados. He sent me a box of avocados. There were 12 of them. And my sweet mates and my roommates and my college mates said, "What are those?" My mother used to cut them in half and put ketchup in the middle.
Clean the seed off, and you put 3 toothpicks on each side of the pit, and then you put it in water, but only about 1/4 of an inch of the bottom of the avocado needs to be in water.
These avocados for my dad. I went to a grocery store and I dressed in my Spanish costume that I had for my dancing class, and I had guacamole, and people turned up their nose and looked at that green stuff, and I had a hard time getting people to even try it.
There were just very few oranges that I would get to eat, maybe just a few during the winter. Maybe my father would peel it for me, and then I would just eat it, and it would just be very delicious. I do remember that one year I did get a whole bag of oranges. There were maybe 4 or 5 of them, and that was very exciting. And I couldn't believe that they were really all for me. And I divided them very slowly, and I ate them.
My mom up in the tree picking oranges in her pajamas, because every morning when I was a little girl growing up, I would have fresh squeezed orange juice for breakfast, and it would just appear on the table. But one day I realized my mom would go out there every morning into one of our many orange trees and pick oranges and bring them in and squeeze them. So I grew up in an orange grove. My grandpa was the rancher for many orange groves.
But then I got to come to America, and in America there were a lot of oranges. And I met a girl that was from Orange County, so of course I had to marry her.